One of the biggest secondary schools in London has become further embroiled in what's been dubbed education's worst financial scandal. Senior management at Copeland Community College in Wembley have been suspended after nearly £2 million was paid to them in unlawful bonuses. BBC London has spoken to a governor at the school who says she sounded the alarm bell but was removed. Porrick O'Brien has this exclusive report.
Cash cow or community college? That's the question being asked of one of the biggest secondary schools in London. This is one former governor's take on those in charge. What was their motivation?
I can only think of greed. I can't think of anything else.
Let's walk through the story so far. First up, the charismatic head spearheading a massive redevelopment of the school. But Sir Alan Davies has been dubbed by one union the highest paid teacher ever. How much did you earn in the last 2 years?
In the last 2 years, about just over 300,000.
Including the bonuses?
Yes.
But in fact, he was paid £400,000 in just 1 year, including unlawful bonuses. He was suspended, pending an investigation. Next up, art class. Dr. Richard Evans, deputy head and leading Conservative. He too received unlawful bonuses. Now he's been asked what happened to 15 valuable paintings that were donated to the school by the artist Mary Fedden. The Portland Gallery in Mayfair, which exhibits her work, has emailed the school asking why the paintings were sold at Sotheby's over the last few years. And now for the new allegations.
We've been given this confidential letter that was sent from the Board of Governors to investigators at the Council. This is a governing body that has lost control of its school. More worryingly, it seems to suggest at one point that there was some sort of cover-up and that the chair of the Board of Governors, I.P. Patel, knew about the levels of bonuses but didn't tell everyone else. According to the letter, two governors actually did raise concerns about the bonus culture at the school, but they were removed from the board. The letter says that at one point during a meeting when they raised these objections,
the chair or the head teacher would intervene and then the chair would say, "Let's move forward," and whatever they had said was taken out of the minutes.
One of those governors has decided to speak to us. Mrs. Shaheen Rashid was also on the school's pay review committee.
They did propose for the bonuses. I did object. And they just, as I see now, just, did as they wanted to do.
And what happened to you then?
I was thrown off the Board of Governors.
Most of the players involved in the story won't talk to us while the investigation is live. Hasn't stopped Mrs. Rashid, though.
We're just flabbergasted, the whole board of Governors, and we feel like idiots as well, because we feel that we were there trying to do our best, yet they had done all this behind our back.
Mrs. Rashid there. Porrick, so what happens now?
Well, Brent Council wants all its money back, basically, all these thousands of pounds that were paid in bonuses. And technically, the governors could be liable for that, which is why the sort of tenor of this letter is all, hang on, most of us didn't know about what was going on. In terms of where we're going next with the story, the accounts of this school were audited externally by a giant accountancy firm over the years, and they didn't seem to spot anything wrong. Then they handed those external audited accounts over to Brent Council, and they didn't spot anything wrong. So the next big question is, why not?
OK, Porrick, we await to hear more. Thanks very much indeed.